Number 11 on the practice exam, the following histogram represents the yearly advertising budgets in millions of dollars of 2,100 randomly selected small companies. A statistics student wants to create a confidence interval for the mean advertising budget of all companies. By looking at the histogram, is the use of t-procedure appropriate in this case? Remember, the first rule when we were using any of these t-tests or z-tests is that you gotta have a simple random sample procedure. So that's indicated pretty clearly in the question. It says 2,100 randomly selected small companies. And then let's look at the histogram, this distribution. It's one peak. Not really that symmetric. It looks like it might be left skewed, but there aren't really any strong outliers in all the data. So knowing and examining all of these elements of the histogram, the second part that you need to look at is my sample size big enough for me to keep going and using t-procedures? And 2,100 is really large, so that's why your answer is B, because the sample size is large enough. The reasons it's not A, C, and D. If we look at A, it says yes because data were from an experiment. That has nothing. Those aren't really conditions to be able to use t-procedures. And C, it says no because the data are skewed and have outliers. All right, so we disregard any skewness because our sample size is big enough. So that's why we can continue and move forward and use t-procedure. And it says in D, no, because the population mean is not known. So obviously the population mean is not known. That's why this person wants to investigate and do a confidence interval to make an approximation for what mu could be. So I think this question, degree level difficulty isn't that bad. So B.